Hello and welcome back to my channel Lady T. My name is Nathalie and I haven't uploaded for for a week, maybe 2 weeks, I think, something like that. I responded to that in the comment on my last video, but nobody watches anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I moved house, I moved in with my boyfriend, he recently bought a house and we are living together now. So I had some videos queued up, but not for enough. I thought that I would get back to making more videos and editing them a bit sooner, but that was a bit too optimistic. So I'm back now, and I thought, what better game to come back with than the prequel to Silence that we just played. It's The Whispered World, which was the first game. And apparently this one is a lot better. So we are going to see. I'm actually really curious.
It may make you sad to hear it, but this is the last story I'm going to tell you.
That's a lie.
I know. You like to hear funny stories with jolly people and a happy end.
Nah.
But I don't have the strength for that anymore. What difference would it make if I lied to you? Well, my last story takes place in a land far away, a land that is about to die. It begins in the autumn forest.
I already like the art style a lot better than the 3D in Silence. Here's some old school drawing.
This is the story of Sadwick, the sorrowful clown. Sadwick is sleeping uneasily, like every night. And he doesn't even know that he'll destroy the world in the course of just a few days.
It's so cool. It's like watching one of those old school Disney movies. You know that you're about to embark on an epic adventure. I'm really curious. Because we know Sadwick, he was kind of the second main character in Silence. Of course, his sister was kind of the main character. I wonder if this is also a point and click game. Is that a mouth? Okay, cool. So you had a bad dream.
What a nightmare. Every night it's the same. I can hardly remember the last time I had a decent night's sleep.
What is his voice?
Spot?
Spot!
Wicked Spot. He usually comes to see me in the morning.
Do we have Spot? Yes, let's do the tutorial. You can move Sadwick by tapping the location you want him to go to. Interactive objects or characters are highlighted if you move your finger over them. By tapping an object or character, you will open a film menu. By tapping the eye symbol, you can look at objects. By tapping the hand symbol, you can pick items up or use them. The speech balloon symbol is for talking to people or using your mouth to interact with objects. That's what she said. By the way, slide 2 fingers apart or back together on your tablet screen to zoom in or out where you don't have a tablet. Task: open the drawer and take a look what's inside. Oh, here. I am. Oh, okay, like that.
There's only that stupid note in there. And made me write down all my chores. Pure harassment, if you ask me. Oh. What the heck. I'd better collect the note anyway. Maybe I'll find a fire somewhere.
Maybe. You can highlight all interactive objects by pressing the spacebar. Okay.
Ben told me this kind of candle burns indefinitely. I'll say it's just pretending.
Is that so?
Ouch! Oh, damn. This is going to blister. Why do I have to be so clumsy?
You're not being clumsy.
That's Ben's spare hat. He doesn't like to wear it quite as much as he used to. He says it sags too much since I spilled all the starch.
Aww.
Marbles, ruffs, small bells. I'd be less embarrassed wearing a potato sack.
I love that he said bells. Bells?
What was that note again? Ah, yes. I remember now. It's where Ben sketched out how the human cannibal act is.
Aha!
It's so unfair. He can even draw better than me.
Oh, that was so cute. You can select an item in your inventory by tapping, holding, and then moving your finger over your tablet. If you want to take a closer look, look at the note in your inventory.
Ben has given me a lot of tedious chores for today. Why did I even bother to get out of bed?
I do not know. Ain't no rest for Sadwick. To solve this task, Sadwick should better get outside. If you move the cursor to an exit area, it will change into an arrow symbol. Open the door and go outside. Oh, how do we get away from here? Oh, thank you.
Our old stove. The handle is broken off.
Okay, so you live together with Ben.
Ah, yes. The broken stovepipe. Quite funny how the mind works. Since the handle broke, I made a fuss about how cold it is, forgetting how I always complained about the smoke before.
Fair enough.
I once made a list of the most probable causes of my death.
What?
Bear's paw was listed number 212, 217, and 321 to 329.
What? Why would you do that?
This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you have accomplished, no matter how big your paws or how sharp your teeth are, you can still end up being a doormat for a band of circus clowns.
Oh, you don't have a lovely life now, do you?
This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you have accomplished, no matter how big your paws, you can still...
Thank you for that.
A dozen poorly assembled boards hanging from two loosely attached hinges. They protect me from wild predators, murderers, and all the other dangers in life. Or such is the illusion.
You're pretty sad.
Sadwick, you awake?
I...
Come here at once. The day's already wasting away.
Right. Another happy day in the colorful world of the circus.
Oh, there is Spot.
Spot, don't just lie around like that. What's wrong with you?
What do you think's wrong with him?
Maybe he's sick, the plague, or food poisoning,
Don't talk such nonsense.
worm fungus, blue pox. It could be anything.
He's thirsty, Sadwick. That's what happens if you don't carry out your chores properly.
Spot can take it. He's tough.
You've got a lot to learn. Caterpillars don't grow very old. Not if you treat them like this anyway. You better get used to the idea.
You're just saying that to annoy me.
I'm serious. You better give him something to drink.
Yeah, whatever, Ben. Come on, let's go, Spot. We get you something to drink. And after that, maybe we can finally do something useful.
You find your trusty pet, Spot. He's very thirsty, however. Click Spot and hold the left mouse button and choose the hand icon to pick him up. Spot is now attached to the cursor. Now left click an object to let Spot interact with it. Give Spot something to drink. What the
Alright,
frick is
Spot.
that?
Time to have a drink.
That's on the right side of the screen. That's not drinking water.
There you go.
Spotted just learned to transform into a ball. You can switch between ball and normal form by moving the cursor to the upper right corner of your screen. Upon reaching the corner, the spot menu will open. Transform spot back by clicking, oh, the spelling is not going really well, the corresponding icon. By right clicking, you switch back to normal cursor mode again. Spot will learn a lot more forms during the game. All of them will be selectable in the spot menu. You can talk to characters by clicking them and selecting the mouth icon. In most cases, a multiple choice dialogue will open. Now simply choose the sentence you want Sadwick to say with the left mouse button. Most dialogues can be ended by selecting the last dialogue button.
Have you given Spot something to drink yet?
Aye.
Ben, I have.
Well, then you can start practicing your human cannonball act. Have you given Spot
Don't I have
drink
something
yet?
to
Yes,
choose?
Ben, I have.
Well, then you can start practicing your human cannonball act.
I thought I had to choose something. Okay, we didn't have one, so I think that's fine then.
This chair's rocking days are long over. Not right now. Hi, Ben.
Hi, sleepyhead. How often do I have to tell you? Rehearsals start at sunrise.
It's not my fault. I slept very badly last night.
Slept badly? What's that supposed to mean? Not those nightmares again.
They're not ordinary nightmares. They always feel so real. The earthquake, the craggy rocks.
Good heavens, Sadwick. Now pull yourself together. You're a clown, a jester, an entertainer.
Yeah, depressed
You're
one.
supposed to make people happy, not depressed.
When's our next performance?
Who knows? This stretch of land is just as deserted as all the others we recently passed through. People are leaving the land. They fear the end of the world.
Can't someone else play the clown?
And what do you want to do instead? Lion taming? Just face it, Sadwick. You're not talented enough for the big acts. You can't juggle. You can't throw. You can't even perform your human cannonball act properly.
I'm just fed up with honking noses and farting sounds. Why can't we provide high-class entertainment instead?
And what would that be?
Yeah, exactly.
How about theater?
Theater?
Mhm.
Nobody understands those pompous blowhards. Do you know why people love the circus? Because they don't have to think too hard.
Ah, I get it. If somebody is in search of a real knucklehead,
Oh,
Come straight to me and...
his search is over.
Hey, wait a second.
All right. The theater idea is off, but I've written a couple of poems.
Oh, please, spare me your poems. Believe me, nobody needs your cerebral whining.
I sneak to the mirror in the darkest of night. I stare at my image and just see the clown. The louder he laughs, the harder I fight.
Internal
Oh,
struggle.
sinister world full of hardship and frowns.
Well, Sadwick, that's
Oh.
exactly why nobody likes you.
Why?
If you really must write poems, why not some funny limericks?
Limericks?
There once was a young circus clown who imagined the sky falling down. He imagined so bad that it made him quite sad. On his face, he wore always a frown.
Okay, no poems then. But
If he did it from the top of his head, then that's quite impressive.
how about philosophy?
What kind of thing?
What could be more entertaining than getting to grips with the very nature of existence?
Not getting to grips with it? Do you have more of those terrific ideas?
I'd like to do something intelligent is all.
Listen, We make good money without producing anything. What could possibly be more intelligent?
You're right. A circus is the only worthwhile form of entertainment.
Spare me your sarcasm. Nobody likes that kind of humor.
I do.
Now, go and practice your burping
What?
alphabet. Or the
Oh, my
human
knee.
cannonball act.
What the frick?
My nightmares must mean something.
Nonsense. Dreams are for losers. The same with your books and your poems. It's time you got a grip on reality. The serious side of life. Does that ring any bells?
No, it doesn't.
You mean colorful balls and makeup?
Geez, Sadwick. You're a real pain. You need to wake up and be productive.
Is there anything I can do?
Don't tell me you forgot your chores again.
didn't.
I even wrote them down for you.
Oh, those. That's not what I meant. I'd like to do something more important with my time. Something meaningful. Not this depressing day-to-day routine.
The sooner you do what you're supposed to, the sooner you can... Hey, don't you roll your eyes like that, young man. Responsibility is still responsibility. Preferably, you start practicing your human cannonball act. Or take a good look around the area. Maybe you can find somebody who wants to see our performance.
I'd rather do the latter. See you.
Yep. See you. And don't forget, keep smiling.
Okay.
You're a clown. Remember?
Now you know all of the game's basics. Have fun playing the Whispered World. I will try.
Keep your hands off the laundry. You'll only soil them again.
I'm sorry.
This costume won't come any cleaner. Why should I put lipstick on the pig? My home is rotting.
Nice. Oh.
The water looks downright cloudy. No, wait. That's just
Aw.
a reflection of my face.
What was Sadwick?
These are Grandpa's pantaloons. If the stories are true, they've seen the whole wide world. Have saved his life more than once. And caused a war.
Nice. They have different things to
I've
do.
had to mend Grandpa's socks about 1,000 times. But he still refuses to do his bed of nails routine in bare feet.
Oh, it has fleas, doesn't it?
Our lunch is already simmering on the stove in Grandpa's trailer. You can tell by the smoking stovepipe and the birds falling down.
They're not so nice to each other.
The door is rotten and loose-fitting. It's pretty chilly during the night. It's a miracle that Grandpa hasn't died of pneumonia. Bruno sleeps almost all day. He has to drag our trailers through dark forests during the night. I bet he never has nightmares. On the other hand, maybe this world is
I
his
just wanted
nightmare.
to say.
Don't mess with Bruno, unlike you. He's already done his work for today.
Okay.
The fire dragon trap is empty once again. Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait. The trap is empty, and that's how it should be. Fire dragons are flying sources of fire that tend to spontaneously self-ignite. Needless to say, Spot is crazy about the little blighters.
Where are you going?
Gathering an audience.
I want to look around the forest.
Don't get lost.
Don't worry.
Are there only 3 people here? In our little circus. What the...
I could have told you that. You and your sense of orientation.
Is it that bad?
Bruno! What a shame. He's asleep. He's the only one in the family who listens to me. Hello, Grandpa.
Oh, hello, Ben. You look different. Is that a new hat you're wearing?
I'm not Ben, Grandpa.
I know, Ben. They don't make hats like they used to anymore.
I'm Sadwick.
When I was a little clown, we used to wear real hats with big, firm bubbles.
Sadwick, your grandson.
Aw.
I could knock out a full-grown ox with my bubbles. I know that poor animal, but that's the way people liked their hats back then. Now, what can I do for you, Ben?
I wish you wouldn't always mistake me for Ben.
I know. The world is a vale of tears when you're young.
That sounds
Everybody's
depressing.
against you. But there are worse things than tight hats and pinching shirt sleeves, you know.
I'm paying close attention to your words of wisdom, like always.
When you're old, there are tight pains and pinching pantaloons, too. And this, my boy, is the most important lesson to take into old age. Loose-fitting pantaloons are the most loyal friends you could ever ask for.
Heavens. Did he manage to bring his pantaloons into the conversation again?
I had one of those terrible nightmares again.
There's a cute saying I remember from my boyhood on that very subject. What was it? I forgot.
You mean the old saying, dreams are 10 a penny?
What? That's nonsense. Dreams are not 10 a penny. I once knew a guy who sold dreams at considerably higher prices. Now that I think of it, that guy might have been me.
Who in the world bought dreams?
Yeah.
No one. Well, that was where the plan
Oh.
but it was worth a try.
No, it
All
wasn't.
these fools who spend money on any little nonsense.
Well, there are people probably who are paying for dreams.
I want to take a look around the autumn forest, but I keep getting lost.
If you want to go for a walk, have you given Spot something to drink?
Yes.
Yes, Grandpa. All done and finished.
Well, you've earned a little walk then. But be careful. The autumn forest is big and dense. Yeah, very, very much like my beard. You can very easily get lost in it. Again, very much like my beard.
I already noticed that.
You'd better take my comb. I mean compass with you. Now, where did I put it? I know, it's in the trailer, under the bed.
Great. Thanks, Grandpa.
Great.
Under the bed, right?
Yes, under the bed. I like to take a pinch late at night.
Take a pinch of the compass?
Yes, I know, it's unhealthy. But at my age, well...
Are you sure you're talking about the compass? Don't you mean compote?
Compote? What are you insinuating? Did you nose around my notes? Besides, if I planned anything like that, it would be none of your business. You must consider all the consequences of such a compote, you know.
A compote with broad ramifications?
Yes, so you better keep your nose out of it.
Oh, Grandpa, you're talking about a complot. You're planning a complot.
A complot? I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't need to plan a complot. I just made one not 10 minutes ago,
Oh.
right behind the trailer.
That's compost.
Impossible. I carry the compost with me all the time.
The compost?
The compass.
It's in my pocket. I'm pretty sure it is. Just a second. Here it is.
Grandpa, that's not compost. That's the compass.
Really? Then where's the compost?
Oh.
Would you mind checking under my bed?
Sure. Just remind me again later, okay?
Oh, poor
now,
guy.
I'm taking a walk in the autumn forest.
Let's be back for lunch, you hear?
No, thanks. I really don't care for petroleum soup.
What's that?
Oh, nothing really. Thanks, Grandpa. Say, Grandpa, you've seen a lot of things in your time, haven't you?
You can say that again. You can ask me whatever you can carry.
Oh.
What do you know about the autumn forest?
The autumn forest is it's an enchanted place full of mystery. Strange creatures dwell there, but not as many nowadays as in the past. In ancient times, lots of diverse tribes lived there. You can still find traces of them in ruins and in caves. When I was a child, Half the valley was submerged underwater. Now, there's only that little lake with the island. That's all I can remember at the moment.
That's not surprising. You'd even forget the color of your hair if you didn't look in the mirror regularly.
But I still know that it starts with a G.
That doesn't count. You're just guessing.
But I'm right.
Why? Yes,
Good at guessing.
That's the word. That's all I need to know. Please let it be green.
Do you know anything about nightmares and visions?
I know enough that I can't give a profound opinion about them. Only real oracles can interpret dreams. And they're the only ones that can tell you if it was a vision of some sort.
Suddenly it
I
makes
thought
sense.
I had a vision too, you know. Yes, an angel appeared and told me that one day my pantaloons would save the world. I was so excited. I went on pilgrimages, gathered disciples around me, and performed services, and all that without ever changing my pants. Finally, a gypsy told me that it had only been a nightmare. Oh, Ben, you can hardly imagine how embarrassed I was. 5 years in a monastery, simply because I had chili casserole.
You know what?
Oh, I like him.
I'll just look it up myself.
Yes, couldn't hurt. I might still seem quite bright in the head, but sometimes the details get a little mixed up.
See you later.
Cheer up, Ben.
Can we make it this time? Nope.
What the?
Yeah, that's like playing blind man's bluff without a blindfold.
I was just gonna say, like... Oh, we actually have to use it like this, probably. Can we now do it?
What the?
That's getting more and more fun each time.
Okay, but I was like...
What the?
That's getting more and more fun each time.
What do we do?
Hi, Ben.
Oh, what do you want this time?
Why am I always getting lost?
Because you're good for nothing. That's why. Lack of orientation is just another thing on the long list of your inabilities. Without a map and a compass, you wouldn't even find your own feet.
Okay, so I need a map?
And what exactly are you doing?
I'm looking for my feet so I can kick you
Oh,
for what
no.
you just said. Where can I get a map?
I've got one in the trailer. It won't be easy for you to find, though.
Why?
You know how senile Grandpa is. I hid the map because he keeps mistaking it for one of his recipes.
Oh yeah, I remember. If I ever have to eat Northeast again, I'll be sick for sure.
Oh.
See you.
Yep. See you. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember?
Grandpa's latest creation, petroleum soup. Inflammatory on the stomach, highly flammable in general, and a hazard to all low-flying birds in the vicinity.
Don't think that's really healthy now.
Grandpa's hairnet. He always uses it when he doesn't want his hair to get wet. When taking a bath, when he's cooking, and while he's asleep. More recipes. Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular recipes. There goes my theory that Grandpa is preparing our meals from the fishing bait manual. Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular recipes. There
Is it the
goes my
same?
theory that Grandpa is preparing our meals from the fishing bait manual.
Why would you have two different things for the same thing?
Well, who would have thought? There goes my... Cooking is one of Grand... Not that I did not... It's a sign of...
Now we suddenly have stuff.
Beaver eyes. Grandpa uses them as cooking
Ew!
ingredients. He calls the dish... eye candy.
No.
The blood of earthworms.
No.
The bottle is almost empty again.
Again?
Well, who would have thought? Those really are... There goes my... Cooking is one of Grandpa's tasks, not mine. Not that I didn't offer to cook, but Ben objected. It's a sign of how low his esteem for me is. I mean, petroleum soup? Seriously.
Look at the frog in here.
Grandpa has always had a soft spot for animals.
How did he get it in there?
I'd rather leave him in there. It wouldn't be much fun to suck it through with a bottleneck for either of us.
How did he get in there?
That's Grandpa's third pair already. The last two were eaten by woodworm, and it's only a matter of time with these. Yuck. The door is rotten and loose-fitting. It's pretty chilly during the night. It's a miracle that Grandpa hasn't died of pneumonia. We have much in common. This bottle is corked, and I'm screwed up.
Oh. What do we do?
Ouch! Hot. Grandpa makes soup most of the time, because after having had solid food, the woodworm that lives in his dentures starts snoring. That's what he says anyway.
Do I want to know? I have no idea what we have to do.
Spot is not going into the soup, no matter how much Grandpa keeps bugging me.
I can take that. Okay. I think that we can leave. Maybe he was talking about our own trailer. So let's do that for a bit. Let's close it.
That's no use. The handle is broken off. Like I said, the handle is broken off. If I could only reach it from the inside. That could actually work. Hey, Spot, I need your help. We have to get this thing open. Do you think you can do that? Alright, go for
He's
it.
like, what? Spot looks so cute, but he was cuter in the second game. There's something in there, maybe some wood, but
That was not too bad.
oh, a casket. What?
Ah! Oh boy, that was close. And we'll pay for this. I could have croaked.
Does it work like that?
I wonder if that's the key to Ben's casket. It matches. The casket is open.
Nice.
I'm quite capable of finding my way out without a map.
Okay. Can we now make it because we have the map?
Oh dear, he's getting more and more difficult each day.
He's still young. He hasn't found his responsibilities in the world yet.
He should carry out his responsibilities to the circus first, before looking for new ones.
Oh, by the way, I hate you, both of you. I just wanted to get that off my
What?
chest. Never mind me.
Sadwick.
Ben is in a bad mood today.
Oh, shut up, Grandpa. Just be quiet, will you?
Oh, hi.
Yikes! There's somebody there. A stranger. I wonder what he's doing.
Maybe you
here.
are the stranger.
A stranger. Hello.
Oh, thank heaven you're not an Askew, obviously.
I'm not a what?
Oh, nothing. Everything's fine. At last I've met someone. Are you from around these parts?
Do we have a
No,
pen on your head?
We're just passing through with our circus.
Damn, I thought it was too good to be true.
Who are you?
Why do you want to know? Are you one of the Askew spies?
Could be.
Ah,
What?
Nonsense. Of course you're not an Askew.
Why would you say that?
I'm just a little nervous. My name is Bobby.
Hello,
I've
Bobby.
come from far away. Huh? Oh yes, I am a Chusky. You know? And you are?
I'm Sadwick. My family owns a small traveling circus.
I understand. So, you're some kind of clown.
We're in the performing arts trade.
A clown, then. You don't look particularly happy, if I might say so.
Chasky? What does that mean?
What? You don't know the Chusky?
I
The
don't.
word means messenger. We perform important tasks on behalf of the king.
Chasky. Now I remember. Grandpa told me about you, but you can't be a Chusky.
Oh, yeah? Why not?
Chusky are noble messengers to Corona.
Oh, yeah? And where do you think I'm coming from?
Well, you rather look like someone coming from a...
That's right. Directly from the royal court.
You? From Corona?
No,
I don't believe you.
Corona, really.
I am a
Okay.
Chasky.
Maybe not the best timing ever.
Mission on behalf of the king.
Please get. Why are you so. What?
Chusky are cheerful adventurers.
Ha! That's good coming from you. Looking at you doesn't exactly fill me with joy.
I didn't sleep well. I suffer from nightmares.
Oh.
Nightmares, you say?
Chusky are skilled trackers.
Even though it may look that way, I'm not lost. I'm just not sure about
that's a
Edinburgh,
good one.
That's all.
Chusky are brave heroes.
That's right. What do you think brought me here? I'm in the middle of a hair-raising adventure.
I see.
The fate of the world lies in my hands.
You're exaggerating.
Not a bit. There have never been situations more desperate. I'd rather not go into details. You'd never be able to sleep at night if I did.
Ha! Like that would make a difference. In fact, I don't really know much about the Chusky.
Unfortunately, I haven't got the time to tell you about my daring adventures, which is a shame. They're full of suspense. Epic, too. And every now and again, there's a laugh or two included.
Well, too bad. What exactly is your mission? Not that I'm really interested.
Actually, it's a secret. But all right, I'll tell you. I'm carrying a precious and powerful artifact. A whispering stone.
The what?
Whispering stone.
Blistering bone?
The whispering stone! Why don't you listen?
How could I with you mumbling like that?
My mission is to take it back to Corona, to the king's castle.
Whispering stone? That doesn't sound very powerful.
I don't know very much about it, but I do know that it's very important.
Otherwise, the Royal Stones collection would be complete.
It's not a joking matter as far as I know.
Oh.
The king needs it to prevent the end of the world.
Okay.
And now I'm supposed to help you with your
Who
mission,
said that?
right?
The clown wants to help a real Chasky with his mission. Now that's a good one.
What? I'm sure I could be of some help.
Impossible.
I'm every bit as good as you.
At least you're a pretty good clown.
Whatever. Okay, so do your stuff alone.
Hey, hey! Take it easy. I understand that you're fascinated by my adventures.
No.
Ooh, yeah, well.
You simply don't
I
know
love
that
the
getting
sarcasm
involved
here.
with the life of a Chasky is full of danger. You'll get yourself into big trouble. If you want to help me, you'll need to be 100% certain.
I'm 100% certain, sure.
So, at least you've got guts. That's a good thing. But are you skillful enough too?
In fact, I'm quite a clumsy fellow.
In that case, you'd better forget it. As my right-hand man, you couldn't be all thumbs.
I'm just as skilled as you are.
Didn't you claim otherwise just now?
The bugs are very noisy around here. You must have misheard.
Well, never mind. But I wonder whether you are optimistic enough. You strike me as being rather negative. Chasky are characterized by their incredible joyful nature, which gives us the energy to find a way out of even the most difficult situations. Are you really joyful enough?
Look at this blue.
Of course. I'm a clown after all.
Right. How could I ever doubt you? Very well then. It looks like you meet the necessary requirements. Great. You see, I'm really desperate and time is running out.
Don't get your hopes up. I'm not very good at things like this. Usually things get more complicated as
Don't
soon as
say
I try
that.
to help.
That doesn't sound either brave or joyful or skillful. Maybe I should put your abilities to a test first.
A test?
Yes. You could go and fetch me something to eat. A nice fish would just do the trick.
What? I'm supposed to catch a fish for you? I wanted to help you with your mission. If I want to play the lackey, I might as well go back to my family.
Hold your horses. First, you show me what you can do by catching a fish for me. Then, I'll fill you in on my mission. Do you think you can do that?
I'll manage somehow.
I believe in you, Sadwick.
Are the stories about Corona true?
It depends. Which stories are you referring to?
I heard that the king is dead.
He's not dead, but he's very weak. I think the impending doom is getting to him.
I heard Corona has fallen.
Not yet, but the situation is growing more and more threatening. The Askill have advanced up to the castle.
The Askill?
Yes, a horrific strain of creatures. It's just a matter of time, I fear.
Now why are you resting?
I heard that the end is near.
That's right, I'm afraid. The landscape around Corona has already started to fall apart.
Like in my dream.
You dreamed about that? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why do you say that?
Oh, no reason. Forget about it, will you?
No.
In fact, I've only heard rumors.
Well, not everything one hears is true, but the situation is serious.
You think my dreams are trying to tell me something? My brother Ben says I shouldn't worry.
Yes, listen to your brother. Keep on dreaming and pretend you never heard of the world's big problems. Yes, as if you never even met me. That's best for you. Just ignore the fact that the world is on the brink. And
Just
we're all
ignore it.
doomed.
Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
Oh, you think I'm exaggerating? It already started, Sadwick. The land is falling apart. The end is nigh.
Like in my dream.
That was your dream? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why? They're only dreams.
Only dreams. Only dreams, he says. What if it's not? What if it's a vision?
A vision?
A
You
vision!
think so?
I love it.
It's not very likely in your case. Only important people have
Hey!
visions. King, oracles, and Chasky. Nevertheless, the thought is unsettling.
Do you want to see the circus?
What? Are you mad? Do I look like I have time for that kind of
Yes,
nonsense?
actually.
You just go back to your circus, Sonny. I have to deal with the important things in this world.
So the big responsibilities of this world are up to you? Now that's
Yes,
unsettling.
indeed. And neither elephants nor colorful balls can prevent me from carrying out my mission. Not even cheerful chimps with hilarious hats. You don't happen to have chimps in your circus, do you?
No.
No, of course not. And even if you had, I wouldn't have been interested at
No,
all.
not
for
at all.
I am a chasqui, and nothing can stop me from carrying out my mission.
Nice, so we have the branch. And we have the... Can we make some?
Grandpa's hairnets. He always uses when taking a... Well, let's see. A measly dip net
Yes.
for a measly clown.
Nice.
There. That'll work.
And can we use it?
Hey, that actually
Really?
worked. Looks like the clumsy little brother finally accomplished something.
Do you want it?
I'd rather not shake hands with him. I don't want to catch warts.
Be nice.
Hello, Bobby.
Ah! Oh, it's you. Please don't scare me like that.
Look, about this test.
You're still not finished? My stomach is about to collapse.
I have it.
I'll manage somehow.
Oh, I just have to give
believe
it.
in you, Sadwick.
See you later.
Later.
Oh, I have to give it like this. Okay.
I did it. I caught a fish.
Ooh, yum! That's the first good news I heard in months.
Will you tell me about your mission then?
Of course. I'm a man who keeps his promises. But be warned. Helping me will put you in great danger. The Asgir are hot on my trail. I shouldn't even be here anymore.
Now, please, don't exaggerate.
You have no idea, have you? Well, are you sure you want to get involved with this?
We've been there already. I'm absolutely sure.
100%.
All right then. Well, have you ever heard of Shana?
Shana. That sounds like the name of a witch.
Uh-oh. You'd better not call her a witch. She's an oracle.
Oh.
Kind of clairvoyant. And according to the legend, she lives somewhere in the autumn forest. But maybe it's nothing more than that. Just a legend. I've already searched until I'm half dead. I'm going to cancel my quest. I mustn't stay here too long. I've got a bad feeling that the Asgir are hot on my trail.
Say, about this Shana,
Yes? What about her?
what do you want from Shana?
Verona is far away. Without help, it will take months to get there. I'm hoping that Shana can give me some advice. There must be a way to shorten the trip.
An oracle? Can she interpret dreams as well?
Of course.
In that case, I have to meet her too. Maybe my dreams do mean something after all.
You could come with me.
Really? That'd be great. I'll finally find out the meaning of my dreams.
Provided, of course, we can find her.
Where should I start looking for her?
The only thing I know is that she's supposed to live in a cabin in the middle of the autumn forest. But where exactly? I have no idea. I came down from the hills in the east. There's a good view of the valley and the whole autumn forest from there. But a cabin? Not a trace. The only things remotely resembling buildings are those ruins to the west. But I've already been there. A couple of columns and statues, that's all. Then there's that cave near the mountains. And that finally leaves the forest itself. Maybe you could get a better overview from that giant tree to the south. I can track those places on your map if you want me to.
Well, at least that's a start. Enough of Shana. Let's talk about something else.
As you wish. What else is on your mind?
See you later.
Later, contact me if you have new information about Shana.
Okay. Thank you for watching, and we're going to see where we're going to find Shana. Goodbye.